Yo, it's Wayman Dave here, and we got Dana White's Contender Series here for Tuesday, October 26th. And listen here, cheapskates, we also got the UFC pay-per-view for free this week. We're going to be cashing in huge bets. Now, the Dana White's Contender Series this week looks like a lot of more mismatches as the season goes along. It looks like mismatches all around for these things, but I try to dig out some value, try to make some money on some of these bets. Maybe we'll do some parlays. Maybe I got a crazy underdog pick that I really like. So let's see. We'll dig right into it here. We got Oliver Murad versus Bin Zhang. Now, Murad's the underdog here at plus 230. Now this guy, he is a good fighter with a great gas tank. Looks like his last fight was a 5-rounder. He went end to end with a lot of power the whole time, but it was at 135. Now this fight is at 145. And Bin Zhang is about 5'10", and he is a long, tall Asian dude that looks tough as hell. He hasn't fought in 2 years, and he is coming down from 155, but he looked powerful at weigh-ins. He looked good. Murad kind of looked like a cheese ball at weigh-ins, so I didn't really like that too much. And my boy Bin Zhang, I got him at minus 290. Not anything too crazy, but he's our first parlay piece in the night. He's very active with submissions, and we could even sprinkle in a little bit of sub prop bet if you like it, but I'm going to just put him in at a parlay. Second fight of the night, we have Manuel Torres versus Kolton. Now, this is probably the most competitive fight of the night. I really like this one. Torres is a crazy fighter down from in Mexico. He's been doing most of his fights. He's won his last 2 fights by first-round choke. One was a guillotine, one was a rear naked choke. But, I mean, this guy's explosive and entertaining. They got him at minus 105. And Kolton, England, is a very slick striker, but I feel like he's a little slow, and he doesn't really have that pop that I like to see in Contender Series. And they got him as a minus 125. So we get a little bit of even almost dog money here on Manuel Torres, and we're going to take that one. Let's see. Next fight of the night, we are looking at the women fighting at 125. Quinonez Yang versus Gadzhi Silva. We got Yang as a 205 underdog. You know, on these Dana White Contender Series, it takes me a lot to be able to bet against the Brazilian on these things. You know, I like the Brazilians on the Dana White's Contender Series. Women's MMA, 100% always taking the Brazilians. Now, Jan is not giving me too much to work with to take her on this side, so we are going to be with the Brazilian Silva. If you've seen her at weigh-in, she looks jacked, she looks mean, she looks fierce, she's great on the ground. And, you know, Yan's actually a little stocky Chinese fighter that is also looking to take the fight to the ground, and I don't think she wants any part of her on the ground. So she's the second piece to our parlay here. Silva is at minus 265. We're going to have to parlay her. Again, if you want to hit a prop bet with submission, that wouldn't be a bad one. I didn't see what the prop was paying, so I'm not taking that one myself. All right, next fight of the night. Now, this one's interesting because we got a fighter that missed weight. And you know, when a fighter misses weight on Dana White Contender Series, win or lose, I auto-fade them. Now, just so happens I was already betting against my man, Oron Khalon, before he missed weight, the Phenom here. I mean, I looked up his last fight. They literally set up a cage in the street and put a GoPro up and taped this thing. That's where this guy was fighting last. So at a plus 155 underdog, there was no way I was taking a look at him. Then he misses weight. He weighs in at 139 for a 135-pound fight. You can't be on Dana White's good side. You know everything's failed if you coming in a Dana White Contender Series heavy like that. And then my man, Javid, Basharat. Now, I really liked what he was looking like in his tapes. He was a wild stand-up fighter. I see we could get it a real quick knockout, maybe even first round out of this guy. He's tough as nails. He had about, he says he only has an inch on this guy, but he looked a lot taller at weigh-ins, and I think he looked really good at weigh-ins. I think we have to put him in the parlay for sure, and maybe even, under or finish it by TKO if those props come out for you. You like those props. I'm not really a prop guy. I'm just going to put him in my parlay here. Okay, next fight of the night. We got another mismatch here. Quinonez versus Xiao. Now, this is another fight where, man, these Mexican fighters have just been, I'm watching these guys fight, and they'll walk you down. They got good gas tanks. This guy fought 5 rounds last fight. Minus 500 for a 135-pound fighter in Dana White's Contender Series. It's hard for me to bet with him. It's hard for me to put him in my parlay. And I would love to find some dog money on Long here. he looks like he's a takedown guy, and I just don't see him getting the job done against this Mexican boxer here. He's got too good striking. There's a reason why he's minus 500. I'm kind of just staying away from that one overall. You could kind of maybe sprinkle something in with the props if you really want to, but I'm not even putting him in my parlay. All right, that takes us to the main event. Another huge mismatch, but I don't get this one, man. I mean, we got Jansey Silva Jones versus Gadzhi Omargadzhiev, and he is a minus 700 Russian wrestler. We got it going into Dana White's Contender Series at 185. I mean, what can you say? This guy is a tough Russian wrestler. He is grinding people out. He is cranking through. But you know what? My boy Silva, he looked like the horse that shit. And this is the horse that shit bet for Tuesday, October 26th, Dana White Contender Series. The horse that shit bet is this one right here. Jansey, we're taking him. He can get his ass whipped and get beat up. He doesn't care if he gets grinded on for, 14 and a half minutes. He can take the pain. He can take the punishment, and he is a slick Brazilian. He can get back on top. He can ground and pound a TKO, finish off the match. He can grab an armbar. He can grab a neck. That's what I'm betting on at plus 475 on a Tuesday night. I'm having a little bit of fun after winning my parlay. Jones Silva is my man. I mean, this guy looked like an absolute beast at weigh-ins, tough as hell. Looks like he's having fun with this. This is his shot to make Dana White Contender Series. There is no way possible that he should be almost 5-1 underdog. So we are taking him after we parlay together. Do not forget the parlay. Javid, Basharat, Karine Silva, and Gadzhi. Those are the three-leg parlay. We're putting that together. We're taking our man. Let's see, who are we taking? Manuel Torres as a slight underdog at minus 105, and then we're taking the big dog, Jones Silva, at plus 475 for the main event. Now, who knows if that one's going to hit, but I know I'm betting on it. It's going to be fun. Hey, thanks for watching Cup Size MMA. Don't forget, the huge Aquagon's back in the hot tub tomorrow night. We're going to be posting that Wednesday. Everybody's been waiting, clamoring for us to get back in the jacuzzi hot tub in Florida because Steel Cage Stewart got that quiche, baby. Now, don't forget again, on Friday, we're going to be putting together Bad Bitch Bets. That's when we're putting together our DraftKings lineups, our last-minute parlays, our weigh-in thoughts. Now, we're going to be making money for you all week long. And don't forget, cheapskate, this one's for free. All you need is ESPN Plus. And if you don't have that, you're too much of a cheapskate to be betting with me, baby. So let's get wrecked.